Pose! That's what you guys thought the thumbnail would be. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today's review is for the highly anticipated DC comic book movie, and it's the first time we are seeing this female superhero introduced into the movie world. And that is Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins, starring Gal Gadot as Diana Prince / Wonder Woman, and also in the cast you have Chris Pine and Robin Wright. This movie tells the origin story of Diana Prince, played by Gal Gadot. She's born on her Amazonian island, Themyscira. She learns different fighting skills to become the warrior that is Wonder Woman. One day a plane crashes in the ocean and she saves a man named Stephen Trevor, played by Chris Pine, who was from Germany, and he tells her that there's this war going on, World War I, and Diana wants to take part in this war, and her mother refuses, and she believes that if she goes to this war and fight the Germans, she can gain the respect and become Wonder Woman. And so she goes and fights the Germans. Wonder Woman was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I had high expectations for this movie coming from the DCEU, and I've been having a sour taste with the DCEU as of late. Man of Steel was not terrible, I just found it really boring and disappointing. Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, on the other hand, weren't really that great rewatching them. And so, Wonder Woman had high expectations going for it. This movie had to be good to satisfy the fans of comic book movies and to have any hope for the DCEU. And I can easily say, guys, finally DC! Fourth time's a charm. Wonder Woman was a great film, and I'm not lying to you guys. This is great. Easily the best film of the DCEU so far. I love this movie. From start to finish, it's well directed, well acted, and great action. So, let's jump into the positives. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Is she even better than in Batman v Superman? Yes, she is. I'm being honest. She's so good as this character. In this movie, she has a lot to learn from, she's a lot more confident, and she's a total badass in the action sequences. In this movie, you really got to see a good backstory of Diana Prince here, a great origin story. People say that Ben Affleck is the saving grace in the DCEU. Well, now there's two, because Gal Gadot's a saving grace for the DCU. She's fantastic as this character. Perfect casting choice. Next, let's talk about Chris Pine. Now, I was a little bit worried about Chris Pine going into this movie because as much as I like him as an actor, I was afraid based on the trailers that they were going to make his character kind of a damsel in distress type of character. And he's not in this movie. He's actually involved in the action and the battle sequences. And that's great to see. I mean, Chris Pine's on a roll with Hell or High Water last year, and now here he gives one of his best performances, and I found him really funny and charismatic. Another thing that was great about this movie is to see their banter back and forth in their chemistry. This is a really strong relationship here between Diana Prince and Steve Trevor. That's something that was great. Patty Jenkins does a great job with characters, and here it totally shines. Connie Nielsen as Diana Prince's mother was fantastic. Robin Wright's an also great supporting character, and all the supporting characters, everybody gives a great performance, and it does not disappoint. The action sequences, oh my god, they were beautiful. Very well shot, you can easily see what's going on. They're intense and badass and accompanied by great music. You really feel like you're in this World War I environment. It reminded me of Captain America, the first Avenger, just those intense war battles. It's great, the cinematography, everything surrounded it was totally awesome. The score in this movie was beautiful, so emotional and badass in the action sequences. I was totally surprised. This is probably one of my favorite scores of this year so far. There's also some great cinematography in the movie and beautiful color in this. Finally, thank you, this is not a dark looking movie with black and gray colors. It's beautiful, blue and bright. Finally. Patty Jenkins' direction's fantastic. I mean, she directed an Oscar film in Monster That got Charlize Theron the Best Actress Oscar, which is so good. I love to see her storytelling, as well as really bringing this character of Wonder Woman alive. And that's totally great. I totally respect Patty Jenkins' work. Now, is Wonder Woman a masterpiece? Is this one of the top 5 best comic book movies I've seen, like Logan or Civil War, or even the Dark Knight trilogy? No, it's not that great. I did have maybe just one problem with the movie. Really, my only complaint in the movie was the villains. They were underdeveloped. It's kind of like the Marvel route, how Marvel has a hard time grasping a great villain. And here, they're just one-dimensional and wasted. They didn't have any development. I have no other complaint, guys, really. I was watching this movie like a hawk for flaws, and I really couldn't find any except for that. In the end, Wonder Woman completely surprised me. I did not expect this movie to be as great as I thought it was. I mean, the direction, the action sequences, the acting, everything about this movie completely exceeded my expectations. Guys, Wonder Woman is great. This is the first great DCEU movie. I'm not joking. Go see this movie as soon as you can. I guarantee you'll have a blast watching it. I can't see any other grade I would give it. So, on my rating scale, Wonder Woman, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely one of my favorite movies of the year so far. Alright guys, that was my spoiler-free review for Wonder Woman. Have you guys seen the movie yet? Are you going to go see it? And if you have, did you love it? Did you think it was okay? Or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys as always for watching this review. And if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!